How's it hanging, everyone, and welcome to day 3. Technically, this is a day 2 video, but I am watching this on day 3 because kind of had a bit of difficulties with the Microsoft showcase. But here we are with Square Enix. This one is half the time, so hopefully it's half the pain. Brief predictions because I'm not too sure what to expect. Tomb Raider, that would be nice. Something to do with Tomb Raider. Final Fantasy, probably. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Anyway, let's not dilly-dally. Let's see what Square Enix have in store for us. Okay. Various stages of development, always a good sign.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Matt Mercer here, and I'm back as your host of Square Enix Presents. Today, we have a special E3 edition of the show for you.
Nice and flashy.
Updates, and exciting news from our studios across the globe. So let's kick off with the world premiere of a brand new game from Eidos Montreal.
Okay.
We hope you enjoy the show.
Very stylistic, but that kind of means nothing if the games don't live up to it. Alright, Eidos Montreal. Maybe some Deus Ex?
I am so proud of you. Do you know what a birthright is, Peter?
Peter. Wait, it's Starlord. Is this the Guardians of the Galaxy game? Shit.
Something that's a part of you. Like your name.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No, Rocket. So I let Groot fill out the paperwork. So we got fined.
We appear to be 6,900.
Oh yeah, this is not, just for the record, I've chosen the DMCA version of the Square Enix presentation, because the other two ones got claimed for copyrighted music, so hopefully this one isn't. Fingers crossed.
Drax, throw 'em. You want monster? I'll show you monster. No, we just roll.
Keep your pants on.
It could be used as a distraction.
I mean, the aesthetic looks very kind of similar to the Telltale games, except for, I don't know what the hell they done to Peter there, but he looks horrifying.
I did exactly what?
You as Starlord.
Killing teammates. It's literally in your contract.
I made no such commitments. In less than 3 cycles, all would be lost. The galaxy cannot be saved, Peter Quill.
I wonder if James Gunn had any involvement in the making of this game. I will admit, it is kind of funny hearing this music, because I know it doesn't fit whatsoever. That's Mantis, that's cool. I have Nebula's in this game. She's one of my favorites. Oh, isn't that the space dog? Oh, I can't think of his name. The one from the group. Can't think of the name of the group now. Oh, they're the really appalling TV show.
Senior producer with Eidos Montreal. For the past few years, we've had the privilege to work on our version of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and reimagine it into a single-player, story-driven, third-person action-adventure game. It's our own fresh take on the Guardians. And
It looks
something
pretty
that's
cool, I'm not gonna
unique
lie.
about
Like, I
games
might
that
get this
get to
game,
be Peter
depending
Quill
on the
as
reception.
Starlord.
You mean,
We're constantly in
I'm
the
sure
middle
most of us are
the
kind of
action.
skeptical
Let's try
after
to
the whole
read this band of misfits.
Avengers thing,
But today,
so
I'm really excited to have all of you join us on this journey, and you'll hear more about the game from our team behind this project.
Right, let's do this.
I still hate the look of Starlord though. I really hope this is not the final look.
Growing up as a kid, I read them, enjoyed them, loved them. I had the opportunity to write for Marvel on some of their cosmic titles. I went back with the help of Bill Roseman, the editor, and kind of cherry-picked characters from Marvel's past.
The opportunity here here was to build a team, but to make it all underdogs, so that the reader would think, oh my gosh, how is this team going to survive?
And that became the Guardians of the Galaxy comic, which we loved working on.
I remember the first time that the Marvel crew came to Montreal, we were showing them the design of the characters, how they would look, and they stayed silent. I don't know if it's a minute, but in my head it was a minute. I was like, oh my god, like they hate it.
We realized how much that Marvel and Eidos Montreal share, have in common, and that we knew the Guardians were in perfect hands.
Looking at the samples that Eidos were kind enough to show me,
I really look at Drax, like as an interesting change, like transition. Groot looks pretty similar. Rocket has a weird thing going on in his face, which I'm not 100% on. And Gamora is Gamora. It's Cosmo, isn't it? The name of the dog. It's Cosmo.
The decisions you'll make will have lighthearted to haunting repercussions, and the game will react to what you do and say.
Gamora, no killing teammates.
Says who?
Yeah.
Contract. I made no such commitment.
You are playing as
She looks probably like the
Starlord,
most
you're
like a
using your
Telltale
blasters and you're using your jet boots.
character with that design.
He's very agile on the battlefield. He can slide and over with his jet boots. Of course, he has his elemental blasters that have different powers as well. And on top of all
That's
of
cool.
this, he can use the unique abilities of his guardians.
We're not pirates. We're legally incorporated heroes for hire.
Gardeners of the Galaxy?
What? No.
The story is about a group of misfits, the Guardians, in our world with...
The thing is that it's kind of weird to have to explain who the Guardians of the Galaxy are. You know, on the off chance that, you know, the people that want to play this game haven't seen the 2 movies. But why would they go see... Why would they go play this game if they didn't know who they were? It kind of feels like a weird jump, but okay.
You get to get your pick of which ones will make the best for this story. That gives us the opportunity to bring in some that are well known, but some that are also not all that well known.
What Eidos is getting so right about them is capturing what it's like to be a misfit family. They're also bringing an amazing imagination to it. You're going to see planets and characters that are going to blow your mind.
Interpreting it in its own way, I think, makes it feel incredibly fresh and exciting. It's not a matter of trying to replicate the comic or trying to replicate the film. It's trying to take the medium you're working in and make the best version of Guardians out of that.
They made it fun. They made it rock and roll. They delivered everything you would want in a Guardians game.
Guardians of the Galaxy. That was quite some time looking at Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, we're still looking apparently. That's kind of cool.
Units?
We appear to be 6,963 units short. We intend to keep our ship, Peter Quill.
I know. We clearly need a plan.
What about selling Gamora's crap?
What?
Oh, come on. You've been hoarding them stupid knickknacks ever since you first joined us. I mean, don't tell me they ain't worth nothing.
Quarantine zone was always
Holding out on
My
us.
figurines are not knickknacks.
Team's in trouble. Then you can't be bothered to make no
Set a course
sacrifice.
to the Mako
I will
star system
sacrifice your head.
and take us to the majestic mountains of Kakaran.
Guys, I think we should hear out Groot for once.
Groot.
You know, the only problem with your plan is that Lady Hellbender only buys monsters, and you are not a monster.
Groot, are you really offering to...
No, he is not offering that, okay?
It could work.
Sell Groot? I guess we could bust him out after.
Absurd. Lady Hellbender seeks the monster within. The small, ugly one was clearly the correct choice. He's cruel, sadistic, and his soul is filthy and filled with rage.
I vote we sell Groot. I honestly think Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Yeah, well, I vote for not.
I also vote for the creepy little beasts.
2 votes each. Peter?
scarier on the inside. He's unstable and vicious and totally oblivious to the needs of others.
Okay, we get it.
All right, let's do this.
That is funny.
Monster.
We're not seriously flying into that.
They say the weather patterns of Seknarf 9 are tied to the temperament of its ruler.
That's not how women work.
Or weather.
We're flying the wrong way.
Nah, he's not flying at all.
Guys, relax. Just one minor adjustment.
I ever mentioned how much I hate rain?
Hellbender's castle isn't even that far.
That is not a castle. It is an impregnable fortress.
So how do we...
Nothing is impregnable.
Let's just get closer. We'll figure it out on the way.
This feels very hit and miss for me in regards to the
Easily gain access to Lady Hellbender.
Good.
in regards to the characterization.
The merchant part.
Good thing I put on my official merchant costume.
God, how far into it? I feel like we've been in for almost 10 minutes. Oh, it is 10 minutes exactly. Jeez, the whole thing goes to 45 minutes. Oh god, Square Enix going with the Ubisoft approach of taking way too long on a certain topic just to... I think if you're gonna do a deep dive, 5 to 7 minutes is probably the perfect length.
Hey, is my jacket all right?
At least you got a jacket. Some of us are soaking here.
Less whining, more walking.
Hey, Stormlord, we ain't seriously walking through this. It'll take forever in this storm.
Stop complaining. Hardship will strengthen your spirit.
I really hope I don't see this entire journey because this looks like it's gonna take forever.
We got this. Just don't fall and we'll be fine. Don't fall.
They're living.
Everyone okay?
We should have gone to Mach before.
Oh, it's that bit in the trailer.
You know, when I survived freaking Half-World, I think I'm scared of some little...
It's not alone. Get ready.
Combat time.
What are these things?
They are amorphous vermin.
Shoot first, questions later.
Chop them, Gamora!
This won't hurt much.
Oh, that was cringe. That was kind of cringe.
Boys enjoying this way too much.
This is the local fauna!
It's about to be an endangered species.
Groot, Hawkeye time!
The quippiness just doesn't sound as accurate as I was hoping it would.
I am eager to experience Lady Hellbender's legendary menagerie.
Should we ask them for directions?
I'm thinking maybe they are directions.
Oh, like a signpost or something.
I'm not saying it's an arrow with the word fortress on it, but statues suggest civilization, and the only settlement I saw when we were topside.
It's Lady Hellbender's fortress.
Dead end. That's just great.
It's a retractable bridge. They used them at the prison I was in.
Too bad the controls are on the other side of the giant chasm.
What do you not have time to dawdle in this jungle? I shall hurl the creature over the chasm so he may activate the bridge.
I may activate a hole through your face. Put me down.
He'll be fine. Just curl up in a ball.
What?
Drax, throw him.
No.
Very well.
Peter,
It's okay. He'll land on his feet. Ooh, I guess that only applies to cats.
You sons of sharks! Scut-busting ass!
I am not familiar with these words. Order the beast to do its job.
Rocket, come on, man.
Ram it, ass face!
Fix the bridge and we'll raise your cut by 5%.
I want 10.
Okay, deal.
I really hope that actually, because it's starting to feel a bit more Mass Effect-y with the dialogue choices, so I hope that it actually lives up to that.
I got it.
Okay, we interrupt this to give you Jurassic Park, apparently. I feel like this is going to be a very combat-focused game, which is somewhat fair, but also, yeah, I hope it's not entirely combat-focused. I hope there's at least a good story to go along with it. It's really dragging on here. I feel like it's been 15 minutes. Man, I'm really good with the timing today. That's a quarter. That's a quarter of the presentation dedicated to one game. This is ridiculous.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, right. Cage.
The point of even getting the Flarkin thing was looking like we mean business.
All right, Rocket. Time to put on your monster face.
I only got one face, Quill.
Are you sure about this, Peter? Look at him. You better have one hell of a sales pitch.
Hang on. Wait. Oh no, that's right. She was for Groot.
Maybe Gamora's right. We should try selling Groot instead.
Really?
This is an affront to democracy.
I just think that we might need Rocket on the outside for this one.
Yeah, we noticed. You want to make that call, then you better not mess this up. You hang tight there, bud. When the time comes, I'll get you.
Then why not just pick Groot in the first place?
Drac. Gamora, can you help me with
No.
this? What? Why?
To guarantee your safety as a leader.
Oh, come on.
Don't look at me. I ain't pulling that thing. Remember, buddy, menacing, like me, only bigger. Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Easy, big guy.
So, how long before someone else wants to pull this thing?
We are 60 clicks from the fortress.
I'd say closer to 75.
We got this!
It was okay. Oh my god, more? Are you guys shitting me? Are you shitting me, Square Enix? You've just done a whole gameplay presentation, you've done a whole trailer, now you're doing a gameplay trailer? What is wrong with you guys? Seriously. Cut this down by half and make us a solid 30 minutes. This does not need to be 45. I don't care what else you guys have had. Having almost 20 minutes dedicated to this thing is ridiculous.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my god.
How many times do I have to kill you? The audacity that you thought you could rob me. Dweller, feast upon them!
I like how I went from intrigued to absolutely bored by the end of it because of how long that took.
Now we're going to revisit two iconic brands that are being remastered for modern platforms. First up, relive the classic games in the Final Fantasy series, and then get one more peek at Legend of Mana ahead of its June 24th launch.
Alright, the Pixar Remaster. Interesting. You know what I would be down for? So, Final Fantasy had the rhythm games, but before all that was Dragon Quest. And that was never localized in the West. It was just Japanese. And, you know, I would be down to seeing that. Oh, really? What? Steam and mobile? I hope it comes to consoles. That's ridiculous. Anyway, what I was saying. Oh yeah, localize the Dragon Quest Theme rhythm game. Because after hearing them in the Smash Brothers, like, that's got some great music. Anyway, as I said, this is the Trials of Mana remake. I don't particularly have... Sorry, Legend of Mana remake. I don't particularly have much interest in Legend of Mana. Some people do.
Earth's mightiest heroes continue their fight to defend the world in Marvel's Avengers.
Oh, more Marvel.
Is excited to share the latest updates with you, including new missions and a growing roster of heroes.
We just had a Marvel thing.
Avengers, secure that super weapon at all costs. Cosmic energy is building up.
I don't particularly know who's still playing the Avengers game, to be honest. Like, it's good that they're still supporting it, but... You know... It's just weird hearing this without licensed music. It's kind of funny. It reminds me of the Mummy trailer, where it's like, where it was like that leaked trailer that no one was meant to see, and it was funny. I mean, this kind of does nothing for me. It's why you shouldn't dwell on one topic for too long, because otherwise you kind of lose your audience. Like, for example, the Microsoft one did this once or twice, but like for Forza in particular, like, as good as the reveal that was kind of a bit long, but it was also towards the end. Infinite was actually pretty good, I feel, in regards to the length of time dedicated to it. But yeah, we're still on Avengers. We're still on Avengers. Wakanda forever.
Be honest. You just wanted to show off this suit.
Dora Milaje. No, it's Ulysses Claw. Cybernetic robots. Sorry, spiders. I know I said robots. I meant robot spiders. My brain is still trying to process the Guardians of the Galaxy decisions. Alright. Ah, free, that's not bad.
Now it's time to give mobile players a quick look at some of the games that will be available in the coming months.
Good evening, 426. Our intelligence reports a new threat to global stability. Their reach is unlike anything we have seen before.
This looks like Hitman.
Following Agent 47's disappearance,
Yep.
you were selected because of your remarkable skills. Execution must be perfect. We will strike from the shadows, and they will never know what hit them.
Why didn't you just make this say a new Hitman or like a Hitman DLC? Why did it have to be mobile for? Okay. Doesn't say, is that near? Yeah. Okay. This is definitely Final Fantasy. Okay. This kind of means very, very little to me. Sure, whatever that is. Moving on. Still don't care. Compelling original characters, as well as characters from past Final Fantasy titles. I'm never gonna play that game. Just looking at it, I'm like, I'm never touching that with a 10-foot pole. Alright, another Final Fantasy game. Okay.
Today, the team at Platinum Games is giving you an exclusive look at the epic world of Babylon's Fall, featuring fluid combat, powerful weapons, and a unique art style.
Oh, I totally forgot about Babylon's Fall. Mainly because the last thing I remember Platinum Games doing was, apart from the Wonderful 101 remastered, was Astral Chain. I totally forgot that they were working on this. Although I'm far more interested in Bayonetta 3, and I hope that we actually get to see Bayonetta 3 in the direct. Fingers crossed.
Persevering through fire and ice and the coldest of winds, eventually the tower became a symbol of unrelenting ambition. That tower's name is
Babylon. The Tower of Babylon. Mm-hmm.
Does the savior of Neo Babylon stand among us? Let's find out without further ado.
If I'm to die, then I'll die.
I kind of got nothing. This looks like a hack and slash, like most of their stuff. I mean, like it's their pedigree. I actually have to start getting into Metal Gear Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid. Is it Metal Gear Revengeance? Metal Gear Solid Revengeance? It's one of those. The one with Raiden in it. Ooh. Because I've heard that's one of the best from Platinum, and it kind of gives me vague vibes from that.
Believe only what you see, and you're like to end up seeing only what you believe.
Naught but two paths lie ahead. Ascend to the heaven above the tower.
They're really just.
Or fall like this.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the trailers in this directive just felt so long.
now begins its tale of both hope and despair.
PS4 and Steam and PS5. Cool. Oh. Developer interview. Who asked for a developer interview? Pace your games better, pace your presentations better, Square Enix, please. So I told you they're well known for the hack and slash.
ダンジョンを攻略していくゲームになります。
コンセプトについては、プレイヤーが、途切れない目標に向かって、アクションを、追い求め続けることができると。プレイヤーは、ストーリーを追いながらダンジョンをクリアして上層を目指していくと。入手する装備やカードを集めてリスクに強化してカスタマイズしていくと。
ゲームのスタイルとしては、オーソドックスなハック&スラッシュという形です。ただアクションがスキルや強い力を引き出すためのトリガーになっているところが
プレイヤーの背中についているギデオンコフィーというのがかなりのキーアイテムとなっています。それによって、遊び方とかカスタマイズの方向性っていうのも変わってきます。
ハイファンタジー感というか、その上品さという
アトモスフィア
意識してくれっていうふうに言われました。カートゥーンチックにならないようにというか、リアルに本当に存在している
anything
人たちが
Is this anything with an I instead of a Y?
このゲームは運営型のゲームとして開発しています。発売後も定期的に新しいコンテンツを提供する予定です。
ようやく皆さんに改めてこういった形で発表できたこと、本当に私たちも嬉しくなってますし、まさにこれから開発の佳境になっていくので、精一杯頑張っていきたいので、皆さんも
I don't think there's anything wrong with like certain pace break, like extending it a bit, but when it's all that there is, it's just too much.
Now let's check out the next major entry in the popular Life is Strange series, True Colors. The team at Deck 9 is ready to give you a deeper look at Alex Chen's psychic power of empathy.
I will admit the transition sequences are beautiful.
Life is Strange Remastered Collection.
Okay.
Feels so weird to be back. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
Where's the remastered part? That looks exactly the same. What? What? It looks no different. What? What did you remaster? Oh wow, you changed the lighting. Okay, that was actually not that bad. But for the most part, it doesn't look that different.
That's Rachel Amber. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned. Oh, good. You're here. Rachel saved my life. She was my angel. Something happened to her. We have to find her, Max. Holy shit. Max, what's going on?
No!
I discovered I could reverse time. What the hell is this? Max, help! Whatever's going on between us is special.
Step back before you regret it.
I do like the numplates Twin Peaks. That's pretty dope.
Choice and the power to change everything.
Do you though? Like I've played Life is Strange. Do you have the ability to change the future?
Whatever happens, I'll always have your back. Always.
Hi, I'm Maya, also known as MXM2. I'm a musician and the singing voice of Alex Chen in the upcoming Life is Strange True Colors.
Oh, thank God. I thought this was going to be talking about the Life is Strange Remastered Collection. I was gonna flip. At least it's to the new one.
Remastering both Life is Strange and Before the Storm. This collection features improved character animation, lip sync, and visuals, breathing new life into these.
I do find it interesting that they get, for like people that want to take on, like, do a new game, they usually get them to remaster the previous games to see how well they do and how well it's received. I know that's definitely the case for like the Sly Cooper games, for example.
Today, we have a first look at Alex's unique power in action. Here's game director Zach Garris for more.
Alex's psychic power of empathy is integral to the story.
I never really thought empathy is a power.
Every relationship she builds and every decision she makes.
Never thought I'd have a freaky empath friend.
To be fair, I feel like what I would do, right, is make sure I pick all the wrong options, even though she's an empath.
In the wake of Gabe's
can't believe this is happening. And the only way to understand is to feel what he's feeling.
From the very start, you can use Alex's power to focus on brightly colored auras to gain an insight into people's emotions. These valuable insights deepen Alex's relationships with the folk of Haven Springs, as well as sparking new dialogue.
So she has telepathy?
From a scene very early on in the game.
You're gonna lose her. You're gonna lose her, and it's all your fault.
Alex has uncovered a secret that Mac wants to keep hidden from his long-term girlfriend. And now he is terrified that Alex will reveal it before he can talk to Riley.
Do it.
She's
Do it.
the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I'm gonna ruin your life when I play the game. I'm gonna absolutely soul crush you. Yes, I would call out bullshit.
Telling you a whole lot of bullshit. Thanks for telling me the truth, Alex.
But are we still together?
Are you serious? I need to get back to work.
Sure, Alex. We'll get out of your way.
I would just do it just to cause trouble.
Aura, she can reach out to actively connect with that person's emotions. This generates a nova, a supernatural flare that transforms the world around Alex into a reflection of that person's psyche. In this altered, emotionally charged state, Alex can experience fragments of thoughts and memories to get to the root of their issue.
I like the surreal nature of this. This is pretty dope.
Can be easily dealt with. Some carry a dangerous.
It reminds me of the ending of Life is Strange, for those that know what I'm talking about.
No decision is easy, and the consequences will be felt across the game.
Yes! I'm gonna ruin everyone's lives.
Using Alex's powers the only way you can uncover the truth behind her brother's death.
What would that do to her? What would it do to me? And even if I can, should I?
How far will you go in pursuit of that truth? The choice is yours.
Alex's powers look so awesome. I have no idea how I'll make some of these choices, but I can't wait to play it with you all when it comes out on September 10th. Don't forget, you can pre-order Life is Strange True Colors now. And if you choose the Ultimate Edition, you'll also receive the Life is Strange Remastered Collection. And that's it for today. Make sure to follow the Life is Strange social channels for more.
Like, I'll definitely get it, but I don't think it's a day one purchase. I definitely think it's a... I'll buy it on sale, like the Life is Strange games.
And now, we are excited to unveil a brand new title from Square Enix Japan.
How much longer have we got to go with this? Another 10 minutes. Alright. Because it's both felt like it's been no time at all, and it's also felt like it's been 6 hours.
That's my mission.
Not like Ubisoft bad. I'm just trying to figure out how I would rate it. It's definitely a 4 or a 5 out of 10. It's just
I only know one thing.
dragged.
I want to cure chaos.
If it was tighter, I would definitely give it a 5.
It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a home.
I don't know, I'm just of the opinion that you shouldn't waste the audience's time with a, you know, with a presentation like this.
You sure chaos is here?
Yeah, we can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
Looks very Final Fantasy-ish.
He's here. We just have to hold him down. Feel the pain.
Feel the pain.
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt. Die already.
There was a night.
What do I make of this? Like, I don't know what this is. It's apparently a brand new game. And you can, like, freeze and kill enemies? Like, I'm not too sure. Oh wow, you can block and parry and punch. No, when you are beaten. Wouldn't be Square Enix without really weird localization. Or dubbing. Warriors of Light.
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to
It would be cool if this was Final Fantasy 16, but I don't think it is. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. Okay, well, I was right that it was very Final Fantasy-ish. But that looks just like a hack and slash Final Fantasy game.
I'll leave you with a look at some of the amazing Square Enix titles you can play now, as well as those to come.
Why do we need to know the games we can play now for?
hate to be the bearer of bad news, but
Just hit me with it.
gonna drop plate number 7.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Yeah, it's the Intergrade. Yeah, Neo Replicant, of course. I don't know why you're showing me all this. Like, like, these games have been out for a while. Don't waste your time showing us stuff it's already been released. True Colors, Black Panther, okay. Forspoken, nothing was shown about that. Final Fantasy 16, would have been nice to have seen anything about that.
It's all or nothing.
Don't particularly care about M. Walker. Guardians of the Galaxy we saw far too much of, in my opinion.
Thank you for joining us today.
Oh.
Keep an eye out for news about our next Square Enix Presents. I'm Matt Mercer. See you next time.
Man, we are really 1 from 4 in regards to the good presentations. This is really not good. I don't know what to make of this. Like, the Pixel Collection would have been dope if it wasn't Steam and mobile. Guardians of the Galaxy looks alright, just went on for too long. I didn't particularly care about anything else. Is it worse than the Ubisoft one, though? It's definitely better than the Gearbox. There's no question about that. Jeez. I would say it's probably on par with the Ubisoft one. Ubisoft one has far too many issues, but this one is just... It needed to be half an hour. It needed to cut significant amounts of that to make it more tighter. And just, you know, more interesting announcements, I guess, would be nice. But, yeah. God, I hope Capcom's one is better. And, you know, especially Nintendo. Like, Microsoft have won this so far, and it's catastrophically easy. Like, the significant lead between there, like, that's Microsoft, and there's, like, Ubisoft and Square Enix, and then down there is Gearbox, and then if you want to go even further, there's Koch Media down there. So, anyway, I'm dawdling a bit. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for the remainder of my reactions. Until the next video, NickName out.